On the dividend news, we do have Whirlpool, which actually kept its quarterly dividend to $1.75 per share. This will be 12 consecutive quarters without a dividend hike. We also have ticker symbol CASS, which actually hiked its dividend by 3.3% to 31 cents quarterly. This is now 23 years of dividend increases. And the second to last one that we have, guys, is actually SPFI, which hiked its dividend by 7%. And finally, the last one, guys, is ticker symbol LECO, which hiked its dividend by 5.6%. This is the 29th consecutive year of dividend increases. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 261 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, and in general, how much we grew the dividend snowball. Because you guys already know that every single Sunday we come back, we kick off these scripts towards the end of the video, see how much we grew or actually decreased. I think the last 2 weeks it's actually decreased, but increased or decreased. Hopefully this week we will actually see some growth because I did positive money. I bought more shares, and we'll see where it ends up at the end of the video. But if we do look, guys, here at the annual dividends, you'll see that so far 2024 is showing that we're at $4,000 that we've collected annual dividends. We are actually way higher than this. Again, I'm going to be saying this. I have not had an opportunity to respond to your comments, guys. I definitely want to sit down and do that, and as well record some of the videos that I've been lacking on. But hopefully, very soon I can catch up on that and bring you guys all that content, and I'll keep you guys up to date on that. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get that for you guys very, very soon. Hopefully you guys are patient with me, and we'll get that out for you. On the quarterly dividends, you'll see here that Q2 we are at $1,756. We are actually working on I believe, what is it, Q4 actually. So we are actually going to have to make some videos for this. I believe I've read a comment that one video for all of them. I think I'm going to just do like maybe 2 or 3 minute videos per month, just crank them out, and hopefully maybe this week I might get some time. And then if we look at the options premium, guys, for the month of October, we have made $0 so far in options. That's okay, guys, because if we look at the previous months, we were actually destroying it. So, which actually brings us to a rate of return of 5.41% on my money invested. This is, just a cherry on top. This is on top of the dividends, on top of the capital appreciation that we've received in the portfolio. So I cannot complain with that. The stock market typically returns I believe 7 to 10% return on average. So if we could get a 7 to 10% every year on top of our gains and dividends, I cannot complain about that, especially because this is something that we weren't going to receive if we didn't do options. The one thing about this is that it is taxed at a regular income, so you would have to pay taxes, but just account for that. And it's just money that we're leaving on the table, and I really like it so far. If I do show you the options, though, in general, you'll see that we have collected $6,752.75. I will have to account for taxes here, but that's okay. We will actually have 2 more months left, and then we'll see if we actually collect a couple more premiums, and we'll see where we end up by the total year. Because you guys can see that 2022 we made $3,500. Last year we didn't really do too well, $628. And yeah, if I do show you guys here, though, the dividend payouts, you'll see we have 3 companies that are expected to pay out. 2 of them actually did dividend increases for us doing absolutely nothing. So we'll kick off the scripts later in the video, see if any more companies in my portfolio announce dividends and hopefully dividend hikes. If I do show you guys here the goals, which is what kind of keeps us focused, guys. I come back every single Sunday, show you guys that so we can stay disciplined and know what we're aiming towards the end of December. So the goals, the first one is more towards my channel. That's to reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you are a returning viewer that has not subscribed, or a new viewer, go ahead and subscribe with that notification. It's completely free, guys. Definitely appreciate it. Help me reach this goal. And don't forget to hit that bell notification as well. If you already subscribed, go ahead and drop a big thumbs up on the video. It helps out the channel, helps out promote it, and I definitely appreciate it, guys. It costs you nothing. And if we look at goal number 2, that is to get to $425 on average per month in dividends, guys. Hopefully we can achieve this. We're in the $365-ish now, so we're still going to aim hard to try to get to it, but we'll see where we end up with that, especially because a lot of my money got invested into lower dividend yielding companies, but in the long term it'll pay off. Our future selves will come and thank our past self, so I know that for a fact. And then goal number 3, guys, is to reach $126,000 invested of my own money. So I do have $124,751 already invested, and I believe the whole value of it, with dividends, with options, with capital appreciation, it is worth $277,000. So since I started investing back in 2019, so I cannot wait till what the portfolio will be in 2030. Remember, the goal is to get to $1 million in portfolio value, guys. We'll see how long that takes, and it's definitely exciting, a huge journey that we've been continuing to do. But at the end of the day, it's discipline, staying focused, and consistency on what we're trying to aim. Which is actually a good point for number 4, and that is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio, no matter what the market's doing. If the market's down, if it's green, we're always dollar cost averaging $100 into the portfolio. And if we look at goal number 5, guys, is to drip an additional $25 every time a company is going ex-dividend. So I've been doing that. Every time a company is about to go ex-dividend, I'll buy another $25 worth of it. Just forces me to invest a little bit more into the portfolio as well, collect a little couple more crumbs from that stock or company, and then we can drip it, and in the long term those little crumbs will compound very, very nicely. Goal number 6, guys, is to actually aim about $100 per month and selling options, guys. I think we've already met this one, especially because the amount that we've collected this year. And then goal number 7 is to get to 3,000 shares of SCHD after they split, I believe it was a 3-to-1, or however you say it. Basically, for every 1 share of SCHD you had, you would get 3 shares. If it didn't complete a full share when you split it, then they would give you the money in cash, which I'll show you in the history, because I believe we actually received cash for one of our positions. And if I show you guys here the actual portfolio where we're at, you'll see that the portfolio value is at $277,662.83. It's actually up on the day change about $733.94, which is about a 0.27%. On the 1 month change, we're still up 1.36%, which is about $3,700. On the 3 month, we are up 5.53%. On the 6 month, we're up 19%, which is great. And then the year to date since January, we're up 23%. Guys, that's almost $52,000. I am super happy with that. We've been staying consistent. If we look back here, the portfolio was worth about $225,000, and now it's $277,000. Gotta love that consistency, discipline, guys. Those goals definitely do help in the long term, as you guys can see. In January of this year, we have seen some pretty great growth. And if we look at the full 1 year, you can see we've been growing much more. Back in November of 2023, we were at 208. And then if we look at the 2 year, back in 2022 November, we were at 167,000, and you guys can see this compounding and growth. And again, it comes down to those goals that we set up every January, so that we can see this growth long term. If I do show you guys here the positions, though, you'll see that total gains, we are at $39,370.91, which is a return of about 16.53% on capital gains. Total cash we have right now is $145,096. $145.96. Sorry, guys. You'll see that Microsoft, we have over 200 shares, which I'm actually super happy that I'm back into Microsoft pretty heavy. We have about maybe $91,000 invested in this, and long term Microsoft is going to be awesome, especially with the dividend growth, and I'm super excited about it. Alphabet, which is Google, we have over 100 shares. Costco 30 shares, Lockheed Martin 34 shares, MasterCard, we have Visa, and then we have Meta, Apple. Majority of my Apple got actually reinvested into Microsoft, which I think Microsoft will probably have a better growth than Apple, but we don't know. We're going to keep accumulating shares of Apple slowly but surely. And then we have Amazon, Waste Management, and Nvidia. And then if we do look, guys, the most invested here that I have with SCHD, it's an ETF that did the stock split. I'll be showing you guys how much 2,700 shares pay me in SCHD, which is gonna be pretty great. I'll show you the calculations there, and I don't have 2,700 shares yet, but I will be getting very close, hopefully in the next couple weeks. And then we got to get to 3,000 shares, so that's our next goal there, to aim that. And to SNSXX, we have $1,250 invested in this. This is a US Treasury that earns a little bit over 5%, little to no risk, and they do pay out monthly. So we actually got some dividends from them this week, so I'll show you that. But if I do show you guys here the portfolio performance, you'll see that we're up by $70,977.70, which is a return of 35.03%. And then, guys, if I show you the investments or the projections for income on dividends, we're estimated to make about $8,128.27, which you'll see that we've been collecting dividends, averaging about $677. In the next 12 months, this is probably gonna be lower. Actually, it's way higher. I thought it would be lower because we moved a lot of our high dividend yielding companies into lower dividend yielding companies, but it says that we're projected to make $9,553. We'll see if that's right. You know, we're gonna continue to dollar cost average no matter what anyways. If I do show you guys though the history, you'll see I have it to filter out from the 14th of October all the way till the 20th. And you'll see here, if we go to the very bottom, you'll see that on the 14th, I guess 10th, after SCHD, I did not complete a full share, so they paid me out cash $27.99 there for that. And then on the 15th, guys, we got a cash dividend from SNSXX. They paid me $79.99, as well another dividend of SNSXX, which is $147.02. This is probably the last major payment from SNSXX, because remember, I did have to sell a lot of it to cover my positions in Microsoft. But on the 16th, 15th, I deposited $100. That is that gold dollar cost average, no matter what the market's doing. And guys, on the 16th, I went ahead and bought $100 worth of Microsoft. Bought about 0.24 shares. And you'll see here, we also bought some SCHD. So I went ahead and used the money from SNXX dividend. I bought 6 shares of SCHD. I bought another 3 shares of SCHD, spending a little bit over $250-ish or so. And you know, we're gonna get that to 3,000 shares. If I do show you guys here, there's this green button, or I guess not green button, but it's called calculate dividends. This is a script I added to my portfolio, or I guess page. It's completely free, guys. All I ask in return is you subscribe with the notification, but all it does is it adds up all the dividends on this page for me. So if we go ahead and click on calculate dividends, you'll see this pop up. It's telling us that we made $227.01 in dividends and passive income. We had to do absolutely nothing for this, and this is a beautiful thing, guys. But let's go ahead and jump over to SCHD. Let's kind of see if how much you would be collecting in dividends if you owned 2,700 shares of SCHD. So let's go ahead and jump over there. All right, guys, so we are here on the Schwab account. I do have SCHD pulled up. You'll see that some of the distributions and yields information that they do show, they are showing that they pay out 25 cents almost on the past payment after the stock split. They paid on September 25th. Of course, it was about 75 cents when they did pay it out, because that was before the stock split. But if I pull up the calculator, guys, we can show you that math behind it. All right, so I have the calculator pulled up, guys. So what we do have here, guys, is 2,700 shares, right? So we want to figure out so they pay out quarterly. So we want to figure out how much we would get in dividends quarterly from SCHD. So all you simply have to do is multiply it by the amount that they do pay out, which is 0.2515, and that is after the stock splits. So we are going to multiply that, and you would get about $679.05 in dividends on a quarterly basis if you owned 2,700 shares of SCHD. Of course, SCHD does fluctuate between quarters. They sometimes pay a little bit more, a little bit less, but in the long term they are raising their dividend, which is, I believe they have a double-digit 5-year CAGR, which is amazing, and that's one of the things that I really love about SCHD. But this is a quarterly basis. If you were to actually multiply this times 4, this would tell you how much you would collect annually. So in the full year, they would most likely pay you about $2,716.20. This is not an exact number because, again, they do fluctuate quarterly on dividend payments, and you know, sometimes they pay less, little, or more, but overall you should get more every year that you do own it. And imagine reinvesting $2,716. So if we divide this by about $28, is kind of what the price of SCHD is currently trading, you would almost be dripping about 97 shares back into SCHD for the full year. Imagine that, guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up this video, guys, so we can see how much we grew the dividend snowball. So I will jump over to the Google Sheets now. All right, guys, we're at the Google Sheets. I have a copy of this over here already, so we can kind of see the difference when we kick off the scripts. But again, real quick, options premium, October, we're not doing too well. We haven't collected anything. And then rate of return so far is pretty amazing, 5.41%. Super happy with it. And if we look at the options, October has just been 0, 0, 0. And then we still have 2 more weeks into October to see what we collect. But then we'll have November and December still. But overall, we're still at $6,752.75. And then if I do show you guys here, the dividend payouts, we have 3 companies. Ex-dividend dates on these are going to be Microsoft on the 21st of November, and then Lockheed Martin on the 2nd of December. And you'll see that they paid out, or I guess increased dividends, which is really awesome. If we go to portfolio tools, get latest dividends, this will get wiped. It'll see if any in my portfolio announced dividends. So give it a second or two. I do have tutorials for all the scripts, guys. They're completely available for free. Again, all you have to do is subscribe with the notification, drop a big thumbs up on the video, guys. And it looks like it's done. We actually got Costco, which got picked up, so they're going to be going ex-dividend on the 1st of November, which they'll be paying out $1.16. They'll be paying out on the 15th of November. Pretty sweet, guys. So we'll be having to do that goal of adding $25 additional towards the portfolio, so we'll have to do that before the 1st of November. So we'll be probably doing that very, very soon. But let's go ahead and jump over here, guys, to the settings. We'll go ahead and get rid of this. This is the old copy of my portfolio from last week. Let's go ahead and jump over to Empower, which holds the latest version, or the latest updated portfolio of mine that has all the purchases from this past week. So let's go ahead and jump over there. All right, guys, so we're at the Empower on my Schwab account. Click this button. It's called Copy Holdings. Now we have the copy of my portfolio in the clipboard. Pay special values only. We are there, good to go. Holdings. This is an old snapshot of my portfolio, guys. If we go to portfolio tools, update for holdings, once you click on this will get wiped. It'll parse out the new stuff, so let's go ahead and click on it. Give it a second or two. There it goes, guys, and you'll see here, guys, that everything is updated. So on the dividend yield, it went down 1.58%. That's probably because the portfolio did move up in value. On the yield on cost, we stayed at 1.84%. And then on the yearly, we did go up by $1, guys. $4,379.13 compared to $4,378.06. And then, guys, on the monthly, we are projected to make $364.93 compared to $364.84. And then on the weekly, $84.21 compared to $84.19. So about 2 pennies we went up. And then on the day, we are now making $12. 1 penny increase there. Hourly work wage, we're still making 50 cents every single hour that goes by. And then the hourly work wage, guys, This is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week. They would get paid an hourly rate of $2.11 compared to $2.10. I guess they were doing such a great job, they got a 1 penny raise. We're going to eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes, guys. It's going to be super awesome when we do hit that huge milestone of minimum wage. And again, this is completely passive. We don't have to do anything for this. And but anyways, guys, if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know. Go ahead and subscribe with that notification. Drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely appreciate it. And let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, guys, because SCHD is super awesome, paying out those dividends. And we're getting very close to 2,700 shares. Hopefully we can get to those 3,000 shares by the end of the year. We'll see what happens. I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.